Greetings. Let me get everything situated here. Get it comfortable, man. Look, I usually don't deal with this little thing, cover, whatever you want to call it. When I wake up, I want to wake up and see. I want to see the world. Some could be hidden behind the cover. I don't know. I'm kind of paranoid, so I need to see everything. But man, let me make sure I get everything situated. That light, okay. All right, let's go right here. Look, if you just now coming out of school, I will do some research on whatever company you're trying to go to. The reason being is because you don't want to do a lot of hopping. Usually, I was told that you're gonna switch a lot of companies, but you know, just here and there. And I never knew why, but it was always told. It was an older saying, so I took it for what it was. Me being me, I always like to hear something and be the one be like, nah, that ain't gonna be me. It was me. So if you just getting out of school, do some research. And when I say research, I'm gonna say, like, man, talk to some of the drivers to the company that you're going to. They're the actual ones who are gonna tell you the truth. Recruiters gonna tell you what you want to hear. So man, talk to the drivers. And the reason I say that is because after you get there, you're gonna have to get with a trainer. A trainer sets a foundation on your trucking career. That's my opinion. You know, and it is what it is. Like, training is almost, your trainers is almost like your earlier decisions in life. It don't make or break you, but it would be better off if you had a better trainer. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you would have been better off if you made better choices or decisions in your life earlier. To me. So the reason I came here, the reason I wanted to make the video was my experience with my trainer, because it was awful, horrible. Man, you think of a horror movie and it was worse than that. It was scary, man. But I never wanted to fight a dude so bad in my life. Like, I was thinking of ways that, like, if I had to eject those seat like Tyrese had in Fast and Furious, I was like, man, I didn't understand it. When I came out of trucking, school, I was not good at bagging. Like, I was kind of horrible, to me, if you ask me, because I'm one of those people that if you're gonna tell me something, I need to broke down to why is it that way. I don't know why. That's just how I learn. Why, you know, just how it is with me. Then it was like he couldn't explain it to the T how I would like it to be explained. I wasn't really good on turns. I would take wide turns to be safe, versus maybe I don't need to take a wide turn if depending on that situation. Like, some places I might not need to take a wide turn, yet I would still take a wide turn just because I want to be safe. That was me, you know what I'm saying? I was the one who I wasn't comfortable, or I wasn't used to driving something this big, so it is what it is, you know. I wasn't trying to wreck. I think I was cautious because I heard about somebody wrecking in trucking school, and they didn't even have a potential chance of getting a CDL. So ever since then, I always try to avoid that. So me and my trainer, man, I go up to him and I tell him, I'm like, yo, look, I'm not good on my turns. That can be worked on, and I'm not good at bagging. Everything else, I'm straight. That was my exact words. We get out here, man. He was one of those dudes who was like, if you seen him on the street, he can have a conversation with you, but behind closed doors, it's a whole different ball game. And I did not like that. I didn't like it, nor did I respect it. But I was like, and man, this whole time I was like, man, if I fight through it, and I need this job bad, because I was trying to change my life around, man. Like literally, like that was the only thing. I understand when you watch movies and TV shows, it's like, oh yeah, you was what kept me motivated. Like literally, my kids and my life, the way my past life was like, man, I really want to get through this, and it was funny, man. But anyway, so I'm like, we going. It comes my turn to drive. I think he drove like a good couple of miles. We had a fairly decent conversation, getting to know each other, and I'm thinking, you know, it's kind of coming along. Man, it comes my turn to drive, and I'm like, oh shit. And it's what I learned was it was easy going forward. Like that's the common part. When I gotta go make turns or I gotta go do this, I was like, what the fuck? Learning the Qualcomm to me was easy. You know, that was kind of easy and kind of common sense to me once I understood what was going on, because he was more territorial. I don't think I said that word, but he was more like aggressive about his stuff. Like you couldn't, I don't know, it was like it was his truck. I understand that, but I didn't feel comfortable in his truck. Let's put it like that. Like I had like one little cabinet. It was like the top area, and then I had my little sleeper bag. So when it came to the Qualcomm, he was one of those guys who would be like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you once, but I ain't gonna tell you again. I'm like, what the fuck? How? So I'm gotta sit there through a hard ass lecture on what's going on and trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, like try to remember everything. Some stuff was bear with me, some stuff was repetitive, so I kind of caught on, like how to do the pre-trip, how to log in my pre-trip, how to get to my GPS, all the little stuff, you know, the little things. It was those stuff was kind of coming on. I think like within like 2-3 days, it was like hell. I couldn't turn. I still couldn't bag. Man, we're getting into a bagging situation, and this man was like, have you ever seen like a little kid that lose a game and that's like a sore loser? That was him. That motherfucker, what you doing? This and that. If that ain't gonna work, you need to do something different. I'm like, dude, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so I don't even know if I changed anything. Man, and then like I get in the truck. The way my hair look now, it almost looked the same way. I believe it did, because I just got out of trucking school. I ain't had no money to get my hair done, so I kind of came out here rough. I had to thug it out. So man, he was, you look like I think we was talking, and I got a light voice to some, I guess to some, but he was like, I got a light voice and the truck is loud and I gotta try to hear you. So I'm like, dude, I ain't about to sit here. We're like less than 5 feet apart, like literally, you know, I'm in the driver's seat, passenger seat, that type of distance. I don't know what you think you cannot hear, and anybody else, they're like, they hear me perfectly fine. So how deaf you gotta be not to hear me? You know what I'm saying? I don't change my talking, my tone, none of that. I might change it up if I'm telling a story, but you know, I ain't trying to have no monotone voice or some shit. And so we get to talking, and he was like, yeah, you look like you got a southern thug mentality about yourself. I was like, baby Jesus, I'm sorry that's what you got from me. But after he kind of said that, I kind of shut him out, and it kind of, I think that's what really made him mad, because he couldn't read me. He's like, because he was like, yeah, what you want to do with your life? I'm like, man, you know, ain't no telling you. If you know, if it's willing, you know, or if everything goes my way, I might own a business or two, you know, ain't no telling. And he don't know what business I'm trying to own. You don't read books, you don't know about Trump, and I'm like, I'm 45 and I got more knowledge than you, and I've been around and I presented business ideas. I'm like, dude, you fucking 45. I think I got out when I came in the trucking. It was in 2000. It's 2018. So I probably say I was like 26. Dude was like 19 years older than me, and I'm like, why are you even comparing yourself to me? Like, I'm still young. To me, you know, like in a certain extent, I'm still young. Like, all I need to do is just learn this part that's going to help me build my life. And that's all I kept hearing. Like, he's one of those dudes, you'll tell him something, and then he'll try to smack it back in your face negatively. Oh, you think you're going to own a business talking the way you do? You think you're going to own a business looking the way you do? And I'm like, dude, I just might want to open a fucking gym. I don't think, and shit, it can be the same rules like Planet Fitness. Nobody has to judge you. You don't even know what fucking business I want to own. Who's to say I just want to buy some strippers and get a nice place and voila? Like, you don't know. And yet, you're the main one judging me. And I'm like, what the fuck? So, we're still going on. And then, I still couldn't get the bagging down because I just could not get fucking bagging down. I never understood what the fuck he was saying. I never understood what the fuck he wanted me to do. Like, the difference, this is why I was telling, and I told a little homie this, we was in orientation. I said, man, look, bagging in a comb is way different versus you getting out here trying to bag into a parking spot. Because some of them, yeah, you can pull up, because that's exactly what I did. Like, it got to the point with my trainer, I didn't even want to wake him up. I like literally would like go into a parking area and find a place so I can pull up and not even have to bag in. Like, I didn't even want to deal with the man. And it came down to the test, and you know, we had to take a test where we at, and I failed. I ain't even gonna fucking lie. I failed my test. And another guy came and explained what was going on. I said, dude, this guy was an EMT. This all I kept hearing was he was EMT or EMC. I don't even know the acronyms because that's how annoyed I was with it. And he was like, that's an emergency something. That's like a medical type of stuff. I was like, I don't care. I never liked science anyway, so I really didn't care. And he was like, but if he was EMT, why you got to have patience with a patient, so why he didn't have patience with you? And you seem like a pretty good guy. And I'm like, dude, I don't know. He got to the point where he started hollering at me. Man, I think I'll try to, I was at a truck stop. These was the incidents that really just stuck out to me. I was at a truck stop. And the guy out, he got out. Hey, he got out and picked your spot and you'll park in right there. Man, I picked a spot. I looked over to my left. I looked over to my right. I said, man, I'm about to pull this truck as high, as straight as I can up, and it's just straight line bag. What is you doing? That's ain't no, that's not your setup. We get to arguing. I think he get the foaming at the mouth. And I was like, if any of his spit just hit me, because I dodged one of them, but I was like, if he hit me, I'm just gonna have to hit him. Like I don't know. Man, we get in there. My bad, I'm watching this dude trying to do a setup, and somebody's running, and it's crazy. But so I get in the truck stop, I'm taking a shower, and the trucker was like, he was like, well, is that your trainer? I was like, yeah. He said, man, that's crazy. He said, what was you doing wrong? I said, just trying to straight line bag. And he said, I was cheating. He said, how the hell is you cheating? That's the main thing you want to do out here is straight line bag. I said, dude, that I could not tell you. Ever since then, I said, are you a trainer? Because I swear, at that time, I was willing to get my stuff out my truck into his truck and just let him train. He didn't even have to pay me. I just needed to learn the shit, and I would have, man, I swear I would have left him. And then once you get out here, the trans flow, I had to learn that. Well, before I left orientation to the company for orientation and training. My mom had told me, she was like, look, man, don't just be out here signing shit and doing shit. Make sure you read and know what you're doing. Excuse me. She said make sure you read everything that you're doing, so don't nobody got, you know, just basically get over on you. So he goes to we go to the transfer machine, and he was like, and this was the funny part. I was here, an older driver was like right of me. I didn't see him come up until like, I didn't even see him come up at all, to be honest. I ain't noticed he was there until I got done. So my trainer talking, he's like, yeah, this is how you get paid. You press F1, page down, enter, or F11 or something, and you make sure that it's with the company you're with, and you're done. I was like, okay, well, I can do that. I get in there, what my ass do? Start reading. I said press F1, page down, and then F11 and enter. And I'm like, damn, I'm just trying to F1. I'm like, what? F1, fuck it. I'm start pressing the button. I ain't even read why I'm pressing F1. Like me, I'm like, I might want to read it so I know, like, okay, this button is what it's doing. But then at the same time, you might go to another state and they transflow might be different. So why not read instead of getting comfortable pressing a button and you fuck up and press the wrong shit because you just that confident and comfortable pressing up damn button. So, man, I think the weird part to me was I get done and I staple it, you know, and I staple the paper. And the older driver was like, yeah, I was trying to listen in and figure out how to do it. It's my first time. Man, he was like, oh, it's very easily. It's trucker friendly. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, dude, you just yelled your ass off at me, but then you talk to this other driver who clearly don't know you, like he your fucking daddy or something. Like, you talk to him nice, but you come to me and go sideways with the shit. I was like, man, look, I think those was like the main two incidents. I think one time I was practicing for my test, and he was like, why did you do this? I said, shit, I don't know. This, you know, I seen it this way, but no buts. You don't say buts around me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, dude. It was like, you don't never just own up to the stuff that you do. And I was like, what? Like, why I didn't even know that I did anything right now. And I may say like your kids. Whoo, shit. I said, man, I think I done swelled up. Man, what the fuck my kids got to do with this? I was like, we going at it, like we yelling, and I done swelled up. Then he went, wait a minute, I'm just saying. No, hell no. I done had to sit here and listen to you yell up and down and sideways to me. And I took it. Just because in my head, I'm like, shit, if I just get through this trainer, I'm straight. I get on with the job. I go on with my life. Then I can actually get on to what I want to do. Start paying bills, you know, contributing and whatever, and start aiming towards my goals. I'm just saying, when you yell at your kids, what do? The fuck they listen. Now, that don't got nothing to do with me bagging. And you out here supposedly helping me train. Man, like, after that, I think, like I said, I failed the test. They was like, they walked me in. And usually, after you fail the test, some don't even get the option to take the test again. I was blessed to get an option. I think I walked in, it was like, man, how was your training session? How was your, you know, they call it P1. How was your P1 stage? I was like, man, it was awful, horrible. And he was like, really? I was like, yeah, man. I said, we never clicked. All I heard was EMT, EMC, which was what he used to be, but he ain't no more. So I don't know what that is. I don't really care for it. I said, I'm just here to get my job, and I'm just glad I'm out his truck. And it was like, damn. So he was like, you know what? Hold on right here. I was like, all right. So, and then the trainers, they got to write a report on you, you know. So I don't know what he wrote in his report, but he was like, what do not taking easy route pays out, man? I said, that's your trainer. I don't know. I don't know. So I go, so he comes back, he was like, man, look, I got 2 options for you. I'm like, man, as long as one of them don't mean I gotta go home, I'm straight. Like, for real. And so he told me, he was like, yeah, you might have to do P1 over again. I'm like, that's it? Okay, because I get paid for it. So I didn't really care that I had to do P1 again. It was like, or you can go out here with a trainer and train, excuse me, hold on. Close that. Alright. He was like, you can go out here with a trainer and then practice and take the test tomorrow. I said, I can do that. And he's like, are you sure? I said, yes, sir. Man, that trainer came out with me. He was supposed to stick with me for 2 hours. I was supposed to do 2 hours of bagging by myself. I was out there for like 45 minutes, and he took me to a Chinese restaurant and paid for me to eat. He's like, dude, I don't know why or what happened with your trainer, but you're a pretty cool guy. And I was like, I don't know. I said, this what disturbed me about the whole situation. He only yelled at me when it came to bagging. And I took a wide turn. When it wasn't needed. When it wasn't needed, but he started fussing and shit, and I was like, dude, here we go with this shit. Getting to point A to point B, driving. He did not have to worry about that. I didn't. Man, that man slept comfortably. I don't care what anybody say. That man, he was able to sleep, get his rest. He didn't have to worry about me tilting or breaking over anything. I think the max that I probably said I done fucked up on something was like I forgot to roll up my sleeper and like my sleeping bag and my covers and shit, and it's sliding going down these hills, so it ended up like sliding onto the floor. That was about it. Other than that, I'm telling you, I was able to, when I came out of driving school, I was able to drive smooth. Like, going through, just going to my route. My routes was smooth, so that he did not have to worry about anything. He was able to go back there, go to sleep. He had a little container he pissed in, didn't get too fucks about that. He was able to be comfortable. But as soon as it come to bagging, man, everything broke loose. That shit that pissed me off. Now, and it was like, the reason it's funny because the reason I said it was funny earlier, I didn't even have to put up with this shit. All I had to do was call a number, and I forgot about it. And it was like, why you didn't call? And I was like, dude, I forgot about the number. The way he was making it sound like it was my fault. Like, that I wasn't catching on or I wasn't learning. So, he's like, no, you should have called us and we could have been handled this. And I was like, man, look, it ain't shit now. I'm here, and you see that I'm dedicated to trying to learn. So, man, that man ended up, I took the test again that second time and aced it. Matter of fact, I got to the point where I think I passed it in a good amount of time to where shit, he was like, man, I had finished the test early. That's what it was. But yeah, if you out here, man, and you getting your CDLs, get with a good trainer, man, because that shit will make, I ain't gonna say it will make or break you, but it builds a foundation. And I would rather you have a trainer who knows what he's doing, and he can actually teach you what you need to be taught. Some of these people, because you got some who probably came from a trucking family, or they've been around trucks. To the people who haven't, and you knew, like, the first time you ever touched a truck was at trucking school, man, look, get with you a nice trainer. It ain't about nice, because you know some of them, they got their ups and downs and they might have their issues, but get you with somebody who can better explain it. And that's the reason I said this, because and it can happen in the division. I heard it's like some of them, they only out for the money, but then they don't teach you shit. So now you out here, when you get on your own, you lost, you know. And to me, that's kind of messed up. Like, you got I think my homie, he was in Flatbed. Him and his trainer get into it. He left his ass in Chicago in a hotel. I said, God damn. Like, y'all get into it and he just left you? He's like, dude, left me. He said I was lazy because I asked him a question that he was supposed to help me with. I was like, man, that is pitiful. Some of these trainers need to stop bullshitting, man. Y'all ain't no fucking trainers, man. Y'all just out here for the money and they ain't training a damn thing. Some of y'all trainers need to stop that shit. And they need to get on these trainers for that. But yeah, man, get out here. When you get out here, get you a nice trainer, man. God bless you.